You're right, guys, it is David Clayton of KZR Racing once again, and welcome back to my F1 Manager 22 career mode for round number 17 today at the Singapore Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the last episode, do feel free to check out my channel. The playlist will be there. We got nearly 3 weeks to go before Singapore, so we can get a few bits and pieces done. Not the best race at Singapore, not Singapore, Italy. This is, I'm getting all crossed up at the minute. Not the best race at Italy. We got a lot of work to do if we want to get back to beating Williams, because Albon's doing a number on us at the moment. But the results for that financial regulation change has come in, and as I thought, the majority are against the changes. So the new financial regulations will not be a part of that. Strangely, out of all the top teams, only Ferrari voted for that, along with Alpine and Haas, which I find very strange. Everyone else voted against. That was going to be an inevitability, in all honesty, because all us lower down teams, bar Haas for whatever reason, don't really want the teams up the top getting an even bigger pay cut of the constructors' money, because that's just going to widen the gap even further. So this one is definitely more of a sporting change rather than a it's gone out of my head now what change it was. Yeah, but you get what I mean. In the meantime, all the drivers and everything seem to be okay morale wise. One thing I do need to do is we did damage an underfloor with Sebastian at Monza during practice, as you can see. So we are going to get that done. So what is today? Yeah, it's not going to cost anything to do Russia or anything, so we'll get that underfloor replaced. One other thing we have got to do is I need to go to warehouse, and we have to do, because we are now starting to get low on engines and whatnot, so we are going to need to purchase new engines. We are going to incur a grid penalty, but seeing as we're at the back of the grid anyway, it doesn't really matter. ERS, yeah, we better do that as well for both cars. And I believe the last thing is the gearbox. They both got new gearboxes, so I better do that anyway. So yeah, that's 6 million gone already for these car parts. So we will skip ahead now. And the manufacturing for the underfloor is done, so that's all good. So that is all taken care of. So now fast forward again, sponsorship obligations. Yeah, not a lot we can do, guys. We've got at the moment we've got everyone is taken up with the research and development for next year. So that's okay. So Mexico here, I believe it's Mexico. Yeah, Mexico. It's that's when the design centre's done. But we're still waiting on car parts development current projects. Oh, it doesn't tell you when the research is going to be done. So the research for the chassis is going to be done after the Singapore Grand Prix. And then the rear wing will follow not long after that. But now that we've got the main bulk of the car worked on, I want to try and split the workload. So I want to try and design new parts for the end of this season, just to try and get us back ahead in the race with Williams at the moment. So, well, I'll worry about that in the next episode. But for now, we have now got the Mexican Grand Prix, not Mexican, Singapore Grand Prix. So, go to race prep. That's already been sorted. So we'll head into practice and see what the guys can do.
We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit and the Singapore Grand Prix is just about to start. The name Singapore means City of Lions, and this weekend Formula One will be roaring into action. The bumpy street surfaces here make this a challenging circuit for the drivers, and the humidity causes them to lose as much as 3 kilos over the course of a race. But it's also tough on the cars, with 23 corners to tackle each and every lap. Good low-speed downforce will make all the difference here. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, we're at the hub for practice 1 right now. What I want to try and do is, if I can... Yeah, we're going to give Jack Doohan practice 1 in Stroll's car. Get him in for practice 1. Get his experience up. We are simming practice 1, so we can do this, and then we can put Stroll back in the car for practice 2. So let us simulate practice 1 and see how we go. Got a few drivers with penalties: Joe, Magnussen, Ricciardo, and not too bad of a showing for Jack. He got ahead of both the Williams. And he's only a 10th off Vettel, so that's not a bad start for Jack. He's only got 40%, but we are whacking Stroll in the car after this session. So 47 for Sebastian. So we're going to go over here. Stroll is now back in the car, and as for Sebastian, his confidence. Yeah, bad on cornering and straights, which is not unsurprising. He's optimal on traction, though, with great on oversteer. So let's have a tinker around with this and see what we can do. Okay, we've given this for Sebastian. That's purely come from just adjusting the wings and... just adjusting the front and rear wings. So we've managed to keep this traction where it is. It's the main thing. We've got this cornering right over towards maximum. So we'll see how that goes. Let us put him on a set of hard tyres for 22 laps. And we're going to put him straight onto light with his tyres, because we know the tyre wear around Singapore is not going to be the best. As for Stroll, he's even worse state. He's got bad on cornering and braking stability. Good on traction. Great on oversteer and that. So let's see if we can sort this out. Okay, we've got it to here for Stroll. We've kept his oversteer where it is. We'll see if we can get his traction towards a little bit closer to the maximum and see how that goes. Cornering and braking stability are now... Well, braking stability is going to be a weird one. I don't know how we're going to do on that. But cornering, he's now in the optimal window. So, same as with Sebastian. Hards, 22 laps. And light on the pace. Right, so... We'll go away, we'll cut to the end of their runs, we'll make a few tweaks in between and see if there's any incidents that occur, and we'll see how the guys do. Okay, we just had a notification. There's a car that's crashed. Fortunately, it's neither of our boys. It's Signs,
Okay, here's
the championship, one of the championship contenders. Oh, it's that. Ooh,
a definite collision there. That's very
it's definitely
unfortunate.
suspension damage there. Yeah, that's infamous place in the early years of Singapore where that kept happening. At the moment, Albon's got 7/10 on us, but he is on the mediums as opposed to us on the hards, and even on light, the tyres are still somehow getting warm. Yeah, they're still overheating even on going light. So we're going to try this. Right, we're going to leave Sebastian as he's going, but what I am going to do is I'm going to use Stroll as a bit of a guinea pig here. I'm going to put him on avoid the curbs and see how well that works. I'm going to use him as a bit of a guinea pig here for this one. Lance, I'm also going to have to leave out a little bit longer than normal as well, because this is the first practice session he's doing, so he hasn't got the same knowledge as Sebastian has. So for now, though, I'm not reading too much into the times at the moment because, like I said, we're on different compounds to Albon and that. So we'll see how things go.
Virtual safety car.
Okay, virtual safety cars come out. I've just noticed on the right-hand side, Sonoda has got a big X next to his name with a checkered flag up, so he has stuck his car heavily in the wall somewhere.
What do you think?
And Stroll's come up with 64, so let's get him back in.
Copy.
I would like to know. I would like to see the replay of Sonoda's crash, but it doesn't appear we're going to get it.
Virtual safety car ending.
Doesn't appear we're going to get it. As for Stroll, okay, it's a lot better. So his traction's still bad. So let's see what we can do. We'll come back at the end of the second runs. Okay, apparently Verstappen has now stopped somewhere. Oh, and that's why Verstappen has gone off for what looks to be turn 7, I want to say that is. Yeah, turn 7. That's where he's gone off. He's hit the wall. But another BSC. He hasn't retired like Sonoda did. So, but the VSC is out again.
Virtual safety.
Oh, and that's a crash. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, there's the replay
Now,
for
here we
here's
see
the replay
Max
for
Verstappen.
Verstappen. He's had a big shunt in practice. That's not going to lock up straight
the
into the
crash.
wall. And he has actually retired.
Sebastian, any thoughts on setup options?
Car was good. All good here.
Okay,
Copy.
we've actually now got to 75 for Sebastian as well as we've done that. But Verstappen is also out of practice. That's 2 retirements in practice now.
Pit lane.
If that's
Copy.
going to this race is going to have the potential to be an absolute bloodbath at this rate. If we're losing cars in practice, I hate to think what would happen if it happened in qualifying. Right, we just got to the end of P2. George Russell has actually topped the timing. He managed to get in a good lap ahead of Verstappen, but that's like I said, this is only practice at the moment. We've had an okay session. We got these guys are well ahead of us because they're on the soft tyres. We literally just stuck with the hards, but we've now got Sebastian up to 75, Stroll up to 80. We're going to be struggling on Stroll's track acclimatisation a little bit, but I we wanted to get the experience for Jack in there and get him up to scratch. So for now, if we go to Sebastian, still bad on braking stability. So I get the feeling we're going to have to make a little bit of a compromise here with one of these. So give me a second. Okay, we got it to here for Sebastian. We're as far back on straights as we can go. So this is going to be probably our best chance to try something. So we will do the usual. And what I noticed as well is I put Stroll all the way back on conserved from the start. So that's what I'm going to do with... yeah, that's what I know for the race now. So I'm going to leave Stroll. I'm going to leave Sebastian on medium pace, just to see what we can do on the mediums, on the standard pace. Sorry. And then as for Stroll, he was up to 80. Okay, let's give that a go for Stroll. Ideally, yeah, right. Let's give that a go for Stroll and see how that goes. So we're going to go same as Sebastian. And then, yep, we'll leave all that as it is. So let's skip to the end of practice 3 and see how things go. Hopefully this practice session won't have any more carnage than the last one did.
Doing any more?
Wow, 98% on Sebastian's setup.
Copy, yeah.
I'm actually comfortable to just leave him out there now and just get his track climatisation up.
How's the balance?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Stroll's just come through as well. He's dropped to 70. So we've got a bit of work to do for him. But Sebastian, that is really good for Sebastian. Like, wow. Didn't realise I would get it that close, but yeah. We'll go trust the Stroll first. Yeah, he's got bad on oversteer. Right, let's see what we can do. Okay, I just wanted to see what kind of pace Vettel had doing what he did in with 98% setup. And if you look at the top left, he's just banged in. I mean, yeah, I've put him on all-out attack, pushing on the fuel and full deploy. He's gone up into P3 doing that. Okay, Sebastian's done a bit of a madness there. I'm not going to lie on that one. Let's get him back to cool down. I'm actually like quite shocked what Vettel just did there. Wow. That is an absolute madness of a lap. What lap did he actually do? What was his time? 1:41.4 while Stroll's... That's how close it actually is, actually. Oh, wow. What's the actual fastest... I can't actually get the fastest times up. I'll have to wait until the end, but... yeah, that's actually, like... I need to have a think about that for qualifying, because if that's just happened, then it might be worth... I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm going to call Sebastian back in now. His day's done. I've done him what I needed to do for him. So we're just going to skip ahead to the end of the session and see how things stack up. So that's the end of the session. Vettel banged in a 1:39.8, only 0.2 off Leclerc. So I don't know where on earth that has come from Sebastian. I know he was on like all-out attack and everything, but I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that he even did it. Because here's Stroll down here with a 1:42.7. And even, like, Albon's a 1:42.4, and that's a second slower than Tsunoda. So, I don't know what ready break Sebastian has had this morning, but keep eating it, Seb. Do please keep eating it. But yeah, track knowledge, we managed to get Stroll up to 83 as well. Setup confidence is 86 for him, so wasn't too bad considering he's only been in there for 2 sessions. But I feel the need to get Jack Doohan's overalls up, get his development points up, because I definitely do want him in the car in future seasons, if all pertains well. So, but for now, we're going to go into qualifying. We're with Sebastian. I'm going to run that test that I did in free practice and see how that goes. So for now, let's skip to qualifying, and we'll see how things go. Okay, we're coming to the end of Sebastian Vettel's first lap. As you can see, I've taken manual control on his lap, jacked everything up to the maximum, just to see if this works, because I want to see what this does compared to Stroll, who's on automatic mode. And Sebastian comes across the line and sets a 1:39.3. Ricardo goes 1:38.3. Ricardo goes to 1:38.3.
Back off.
And as for Stroll,
We just need to charge up.
Copy.
Stroll is half a second behind us. So that's we'll see what the other guys do at the end of their runs, but I'm curious to see, because that's a big gap for Vettel to Stroll, and then Ricardo goes a second quicker than us somehow. So the practice times gave us a little bit of hope, but unnecessarily, I think, because I don't think we're going to be any higher up than what we were before. Okay, we're coming around to the end of Stroll's second lap. He is currently green in both sectors so far. Sebastian is the same, but we'll stick with Stroll to the end. Sebastian's got one of the McLarens. We were behind that McLaren, but it let us through again. So Stroll doesn't get out. He goes up to 16th. He improves. He improved a lot more, actually, compared to what he did before. But for now, we're going to focus on Sebastian as he comes to the line. So we go up to the line, and he improves by a 10th. But we still got Zhou and Tsunoda to come, and I get the feeling that that is not going to last long. Here's Zhou. Where's Tsunoda? Tsunoda's a little bit ways back. Oh no, Tsunoda will be the first one up to the line, so I'm expecting Tsunoda to go faster, and yep, we are out. But Zhou will also go quicker than us, I know that for a fact. And he does. What about Schumacher? Right, Tsunoda's out with us, but Albon predictably has to out-qualify one of us. He just has to. It wouldn't be Albon otherwise. But yeah, a little bit annoyed. I thought taking manual control would have made a little bit more difference than that. But hey ho. Lewis Hamilton is the fastest man at the moment in qualifying, alongside Sainz, Leclerc on the Perez covering the front 2 rows. So, but our qualifying's done, so we will skip through to our pre-prep. And business has resumed at the front. It is Leclerc on pole from Verstappen and Sainz. Bottas has managed to get ahead of Perez into P4, so he had a really good session. But it all depends on... Oh no, that's practice 1. So what's qualifying? Okay, right, that's more like it. Okay, so it's a Red Bull lockout on the front row, then a Ferrari lockout on the second row, Hamilton, Bottas, Russell, Gasly, and then you got Magnussen and Zhou. But they have penalties, as do Ricciardo and Latifi. Latifi's inconsequential, he's already at the back anyway. But yeah, so as for strategy, again, not going to mess around with this one. We're oh, really? Right, that's weird. The game's suggested 3 run stops, and you can go soft to mediums around Singapore. Right. The mediums are going to be a bit done after... You can do it? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's do it. We've got plenty of life in the softs, so... That's the 30% threshold. So, say, yeah, we'll do that 25 for Sebastian, softs to mediums. Hey, if the game's saying we can do it, let's go for it. Why not? Let's take the chance. And then we will put Sebastian on that one. Lance, I may be a little bit cheeky with Lance, and I may go the opposite way. So we'll go 37 or 30. Yeah, 37 is probably the safest one. We'll flip the strategy round. We'll put Lance on the mediums to start with, and go to softs at the end. We might as well give something a try and see how it goes. But that's going to be the strategy for these guys. The key focus is keeping Sebastian ahead of Stroll and getting Sebastian a good distance away from Albon. That's the main thing. So let's go to the grid.
Clear skies tonight, with the drivers having now arrived at their grid positions. And there's Sebastian Vettel. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And we're just moments away now. We're just moments away from the Singapore
5
Grand Prix.
red lights for the Singapore Grand Prix.
And it's lights out, and away
And we
go.
are away, so let's get Sebastian on deploy.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Want him to keep ahead of Albon, at the very least, who's now sticking his nose down the inside.
Stay
And
cool,
we're now
you've done a
3
good
wide with him and Tsunoda, as Albon very nearly puts us into the
Has
wall.
with an overtake.
Magnussen started at the back of the grid. He's already gotten past Stroll, but that's not my concern right now. My only concern is making sure Sebastian is having a look. He's already got past the Williams and the AlphaTauri,
Have just gained a race position.
but Albon's going to come. Obviously, he's going to come back at us, because why would he not? And Tsunoda's going to try and go around the outside. So I want
Still a
Sebastian to
lot
get ahead, and Albon, just go away, Albon. Why does Albon need to be like this? And of course he's going to get ahead of us. Why? Why would I expect anything less? All that effort off the start. We had such a great start, and Albon still gets ahead of us. What an absolute
And a new
joke.
position, just gained by Williams.
Albon bot is such a meme in this game. Absolute joke that he still gets this ridiculously good start. We get a good start as well, but Albon just has to have a better start than us every single time, even though he has no deserving of it. I've now got to waste all my time making sure Sebastian gets back ahead of Albon again. I apologise if I sound negative through this part of the career mode, guys, but when you have this one car that just will not leave you alone, no matter how much better you're doing than it, it just frustrates you to no end. Because there's absolutely no need for it.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
I just want Sebastian to just get past Albon and be done with it right now, because I really cannot be bothered to deal with him. Of course, Albon's just going to keep moving those little, just making little moves, just do enough to put us off. So annoying. Just cut ahead to. I'm just going to cut ahead to the DRS where DRS is active, just so we can avoid this nuisance. So we're going to go through here.
DRS enabled.
Thank you for that. So now would help if I was on the correct thing. So Sebastian's going to follow Albon through here. I'm going to put him on push and overtake. Albon's definitely got no DRS, so I know Sebastian can get him. Come on, Sebastian. Nope, Albon's just going to make that little jink again. Oh, so annoying. Albon just makes this one jink, and that's all it takes just to put the person off behind. Yeah, to get past, for him to get past us, absolutely no problem at all. Absolutely no problem. And thankfully, finally, seeing the overview, seeing on the overview, Vettel got past Albon. Now I just need him to push away from this godforsaken Williams and just leave him. Leave him to deal with the rest of that lot behind. So, yeah, go back to Vettel's point of view. And of course, Albon's just going to stick with him, because why would he not? But now, I would just like, yeah, Tsunoda, could you just please, or Magnussen, sorry. No, it is Tsunoda, white car, but I just want Tsunoda to just, like, make a move just down the inside of Albon, and then hopefully put both of them, put Albon into the wall, so we don't have to worry about him. Now, Albon's just going to follow us, he's going to pull out, he's going to make the move, no he's not. We can manage that. But yeah, Stroll's just not doing anything against Latifi, so you probably guessed already, guys, the way I'm talking about Stroll at this moment. I am giving him the boot at the end of the season. I don't see any reason to keep him. He's not done nothing. He got that good position at Silverstone, but outside of that, he hasn't really contributed anything.
So use energy.
So I just don't know. And now here comes Albon again, trying to frighten us off into the wall. So yeah, at the moment, guys, we're just stuck in this state of follow the leader at the moment. We're in a DRS train because Albon just keeps close to the back, up to the back of us. It's not giving Tsunoda any chance to make a move on Albon. And like I said, Stroll's just not doing anything against Latifi.
Use overtake.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll leave him on going around the outside. Didn't do anything, so... Oh no, maybe it did. No, of course not. We'll leave him on overtake. There we go. He's got past, down the inside. Let's see if he's going to hold it round. Nope. Stroll's going to get DRS as well, so that helps. So now, Stroll, if you could be awesome and just push away
Looks like Aston Martin
in that
have
manner,
just gained a
that would be
race
much
position.
appreciated. So now, back to our game of follow the leader. So Vettel's still holding his own, but I don't know how long that's going to last, in all honesty, with the amount of fast cars he's got behind him. But we'll have to see. So let's skip ahead and see how things go.
Great play there. They've
Okay,
moved on
Albon did get past
Let's have a
Vettel, but
look.
Vettel,
Taking a look
out of sheer
again,
bloody
getting
stubbornness,
Sebastian
stuck his car back down the inside at the end of the back straight and hung it round here, round the outside to get the inside for the
There they
chicane,
go, moving up a position in the pack.
and straight back into P14 where he was before.
The team
So-
watching on and clearly loving that.
He's doing everything he can, Sebastian, to try and keep that Pat behind him. But there's been another thing on the thing.
And a new
Albon's got
position,
back past him,
just
but I'm
gained
hoping
by
Vettel will at least stick with him and re-overtake him again. But yeah, it's going to be a long race, guys. It's going to be a very, very long race, as Vettel has indeed got past Albon again, and now Albon's got back past him again. So it's just side by side between these two the whole time, and now Vettel has unfortunately dropped behind Tsunoda now, which is not what I wanted to happen. So Albon, probably being the dirty driver that he is, has probably shunted us out of the way somewhere.
Fuel.
Copy.
I've now got to put Stroll back onto conserving his fuel because I left him on there by accident. But he has got a 5-second gap to Latifi now, so I'm not overly concerned about that. So now, it's just a case of getting Vettel back up behind Albon, because I don't want Albon finishing ahead again. This is just starting to get a really, really uncomfortable dealing with this now. So just hope Tsunoda can make a move on Albon at some point. He's not going to do it right here because, of course, why would it? There's no way that the game's going to let Albon be overtaken like this, not when I'm watching it. Right, we're going to go push onto overtake. Just try and get Vettel in the mix somewhat. Get him up behind the rear wing of Tsunoda at the very least. Tsunoda, of course, is not going to make the move, but Ricciardo is going to make the move on us. Okay, I just had to pause the replay for a second. I was fast forwarding because I just flew into rage mode when I saw everyone start getting past Vettel and Albon not losing a single place. But Albon's pit. Albon pit and went onto the hard tyres. He's quite a ways behind, so I just want Vettel to stick with these guys now until his pit stop, which is in 7 laps the pit window opens, so it'll be 10 laps until his pit stop. So now Magnussen goes in. So a lot of the other guys are pitting early and going on to the hards by the looks of it. So Vettel's now 8 tenths behind these guys. He's still within DRS range, so I want to try and keep it that way. He will get DRS here as Ricciardo gets past Tsunoda. Sebastian closes right up, but he's not going to make the move for whatever reason, even though he gained on them so much. That's what I mean about the overtaking on this game being a bit janky. It's like no free flow, so to speak. I know it's a manager game, but you think the overtaking will be a little bit more free flowing. Just like if potential for a move comes up, like when Vettel gained on Tsunoda, you just pull out and go for it. But I don't know. I don't know. We are in an okay position. We're still in DRS range. And we are going to be on the better tyre compared to Albon later on. So I'm confident that we can still get up to beating him. It's just considering how this game likes Albon so much, I don't know whether it'll allow it or not. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. In the meantime, yeah, with these pit stops going on, we'll skip through to Sebastian's pit stop and see how it goes. Oh, the guys in front have pitted. The guys in front have pitted. Okay. Okay, right. We've got a little bit of fuel, so we'll push.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
We've got a little bit of fuel, so we can push. I'm not going to play with the ERS, so just so Sebastian can build some back up. But at the moment, we're now up into 10th, with a few people having made their stops. And they're all going on to the hard tyres. So Albon's still ahead of Magnussen, so I'm hoping Magnussen, if he could just be the biggest nuisance, Tsunoda gets ahead of Albon, as does Ricciardo, but they are both on mediums. They cannot be seriously taking the mediums that long. There's no way they'll do it without burning the tyres out. Schumacher's already gotten up to the back of Latifi after making his stop. Stroll's here in his own little world. Not hindered by anyone or anything at the moment. And then we got Gasly, Zhou, Alonso's just come out ahead of them. And here we are, going longer. But that's purely to ensure that the tyres last as long as they do.
Some lift and coast will help that.
Because we're still on, we're still 70% tyre wear. So there's no reason why. I don't see any reason why the other guys wouldn't go longer like we are. It just seems counterproductive. As Ocon's now come in, he's still in the pit lane. We're going to come across the line hopefully and get ahead. Have both the Alpines behind us. And there we go. We just go past. As Ocon comes out the pits behind Alonso. So it's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a weird one, to be honest. We've got Albon's now at the back behind Magnussen, where he should be. I sounded very bitter when I said that, but that's how much of a nuisance Albon has been recently. All these guys are on hards. Well, Magnussen's on hards, but Tsunoda, Ricciardo, I can't see them. I can't see these guys who have pitted for the first time onto mediums. I can't see them going for the one stop. Perez may be, because he's on the hards, as is Hamilton and Bottas, but Russell, Verstappen and the two Ferraris, I just don't know. Meanwhile, we've got Lando Norris leading the race. This is unusual territory for him, but he's leading the Grand Prix. He's going to be out for a while because he's on the mediums like Stroll and Latifi. And then we've got ourselves down here. We're going to be coming in at some point soon. So we got 4 laps until our pit window opens. So we'll skip ahead to the pit stops and see whereabouts we come out.
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming up to Vettel's pit window. He's been doing well to keep pace with the Alpines. But we've just had reports of a car in the wall.
We've just had a crash.
It's neither of my guys. Oh, it's Albon. Oh, no.
See the Williams here.
As he comes out of here and spins, hits the wall.
Thank goodness nobody else was involved.
Oh,
That
no.
was a big crash.
Oh, no. Anyway, right, we're just giving Sebastian the call to come in now. It's lap 25. This is more like the area where you should be coming in for the soft tyres. We've got, if we look at the overview, we're just going down the back straight. Meanwhile, Albon with a damaged car is now no longer a threat to us, but where are we going to be in relation to... Hang on a sec. Magnussen and Sonoda... Ricciardo and Sonoda have dropped off and Magnussen's caught up. How on earth has he done that? Because they haven't stopped. Or are the mediums just that terrible a tyre? Well, it doesn't. Well, we've already committed, so I'm not too fussed about that. But Sebastian, I know, is going to come in now, so we'll speed up. Actually, before we do anything else, I'm going to put him on harvest before he comes in. Put him on harvest before he comes in to get his ERS back up somewhat. And as soon as he comes out the pits,
Sebastian, pit lane.
we'll get him on pushing and see if we can get him going
Pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
into a good position. Meantime, Stroll's going to come past, as is Schumacher, Latifi. Magnussen's already caught up, so he's going to come past, as is Ricciardo. So Sonoda. We may just get out in front of Sonoda, and we will do. So we at least get in front of Sonoda. Just about, I think. In the meantime, let's push. Yeah, we got a fair sized gap to Sonoda, so he is going to catch us, but I don't know how long their tyres are going to last, and in all honesty. So we'll let Sebastian do his thing. He's got a bit of fuel to play with because he saved up a bit of it behind the Alpines, but it all just depends on tyre wear for the guys around us, because I don't know exactly. With Ricciardo and Sonoda, I don't know if they're going to make it on the tyres that they're on, because they pitted really early for those tyres on the default strategy, but we'll have to see. The hards definitely are going to make it to the end. That much is certain, but for everyone else, I'm just not sure. Right, we skipped a ways ahead to lap 31. As you can see just ahead of us, we are slowly but surely catching this train that is headed by one Nicholas Latifi. And he's held up both Hasses and Ricciardo. Ricciardo's just gone for a dive on Magnussen and has got that place back from him. But we are slowly catching up along with Sonoda. Sonoda hasn't really made as much gains as I thought he would on us. Sebastian's actually had some somewhat decent pace to keep him at arm's length until now. But now, Sebastian is not that far behind this train. And if he can get into range before Latifi comes in for his stop, we might be able to get in a race with some good positions here. We'll have to see. And we just cut back to a replay there. I just saw Sebastian go around the corner with a Haas in the wall, and Latifi's got a penalty.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Sonoda, sorry, has got a penalty.
On the Haas.
So it's Magnussen ahead, and Sonoda Sonoda's done it a second time. He's gone into the back of another car and pushed him into the wall. Car investigation has been done, but I'm okay with that. We've got two cars out of the way, and Sebastian has caught up to the back of Ricciardo. So this is going to be... this race is definitely upped for us a little bit. So we're going to go on the push with Sebastian now. We've got the fuel to do it, while he's right behind Ricciardo now. As Ricciardo's going to go for the move on the Latifi. No, he's not. That slowed him up a little bit. So now Sebastian's right behind him. Overtake. We'll keep Sebastian in range, in close range. So now, can you do anything, Sebastian? It's getting right up behind Ricardo. In turn, is right behind Latifi. This is going to be nasty if someone... they all think better of it. But, yeah, Sebastian is there. And a safety car's come out. Safety car's come out. Where's Stroll? Stroll's only just head off us up the road. Right. We're going to take advantage of this with Stroll. We're going to get him in now. We're going to get... right, let's put him in. On the options. 94, 95. We've only got... Whoa. We only got one set of... Well, we've got 2 sets of soft tyres left. So that don't really matter. So... Right. Stroll, in you come. I believe I just told you to come in. Yeah, confirm changes. Then we are going to back off on the tyres, back off on that, go to harvest there, and then we're going to do the same with Sebastian. A lot of other people may... Sebastian's only on 86, there's no point in stopping him, so I'm going to keep Sebastian out. Put everything back, but I get the feeling that a lot of people are going to come into the pits and Sebastian's going to gain some track position, I hope. So safety car has been deployed.
Safety car.
That's already been done. I've already sorted out the pit options. Stroll's coming in now.
Got loads of energy. Copy.
Joe's gone off as well. He's crashed.
There we have Joe.
It's all kicked off now. And he's going to do the same. He's going to lock up straight on into the wall.
And a big off.
Well, that's a good shot of all the front wing breaking apart, actually. That was a really good shot. So now, Joe's stuck in it. He's out of the race. Joe is actually out of this race. So, we're all going to gain a place from that. Oh, surprise, surprise. Look who's now going to gain on us. This guy's luck is really starting to grate my nerves now. How is he going to get this lucky? Because now he's going to follow us through. He's just going to be the biggest absolute nuisance on the face of the planet now. I thought we were going to be all right with this safety car. I thought we were going to be all right, but nope. Let's see if he's going to stay out. You're mad, mate. You should have come in. Albon's quite a ways away, so... Ooh. That helps. If Stroll can get out of the pits. Stroll's going to get out of the pits ahead of Albon. Please, 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 please. Let that be so. Let that be so. Let that be so. Yes. Oh, yes. That's worked out in our favour. We've now got one car in between Albon and Vettel, and that's Stroll. Oh, that is excellent for us. Absolutely excellent. Okay. So no one's made another stop. Pretty certain. Yeah, no one's made a stop. Latifi and Norris have still got to stop, no matter what. So they're going to lose out massively. Magnussen and Tsunoda are both on soft tyres. They are both on soft tyres going to the end of this race. So, along with Stroll. But Stroll is on the soft tyres. Vettel's on the mediums. Albon is on hards going to the end. So... it's going to be interesting. I don't know why any of the... I would have thought all these top guys would have at least made the opportunity to pit. But what's definitely helped us is that Magnussen and Tsunoda have been lapped, so they're not going to catch up to us anytime soon. They're stuck in the lap traffic among the leaders. So then we've got Norris is here. He's lost out massively. Him and Latifi should have pit under the safety car. They should have pit. but they didn't do it. So now, we've got Verstappen's the last car here among this group. Then we've got Bottas here. He's catching up to it now. He's going to come around this corner. We are a long, long way behind the safety car. We are miles off. But the safety car's got to bunch us all up at some point. So let's skip ahead to that. And then we'll come back for the restart. Right, so apparently the safety car is coming in this lap. Cannot understand why.
We just need to push now.
Copy.
So, might as well
Stop, lift and coast.
Okay, copy.
Might as well get the guys on what's it. Sebastian's dropped back a ways from Ricardo. He's 7 seconds behind. Now,
Make sure we get a good restart.
Okay.
so much for getting an advantage out of the safety car, but Latifi is going to come in at some point along with Norris. So now, we're just going to let Sebastian do his thing along with Stroll. He's got a 9-second gap to Albon, and he's on a better tyre as well. So Albon's pretty covered off. So actually, what I may do with Stroll, just go on light to conserve his tyres a little bit.
Okay.
So I don't want him cooking those soft tyres too quickly. But now Sebastian's on his own. He's gained a little bit. He's starting to gain because obviously the TP still hasn't pit yet. But it's kind of annoying that the safety car didn't let us all catch up. And it's kind of annoying the safety car didn't let us all catch up so we can make a proper go of it. But yeah, that is what it is. So Latifi's really holding up Ricardo. We're already down to 3.7 in the space of half a lap. So. But I know for a fact that Latifi he's got to come in at the end of this lap. There's no reason for him not to, along with Norris. So we'll have to see how that goes. But then again, it all depends on Ricardo, because he's only got 69% on his tyres compared to our 81. So we can comfortably get to the end of the race if we need to. But I don't know about him or Alonso for that matter, because he's quite tight tyre wear. Along with some of these guys at the front, and Sainz as well. So, touch and go, really. It's a bit touch and go. We're down to 2.6. Norris still has not pitted. Norris has carried on, so Latifi's probably going to carry on, and he does. So this is going to allow Vettel to catch up still. And while we're here, they've used up all their fuels, so
Save fuel.
I will put them back to balanced. So they end up outdoing their fuel.
You can do what you want for speed.
So now,
Copy.
it's just a case of fast forwarding and see how things go from here. It's so frustrating because we're right here. Latifi's just being the biggest nuisance for no reason. So here goes Sebastian. Ricardo switches left to right. Is he going to go for the move on Latifi this time? He is. He's down the inside. And he has got the move. Yes, he has. So now Ricardo's finally past Latifi. Maybe we can get past him now. Ricardo's probably going to pull away from us at a rapid pace. So our battle with Ricardo is probably done now. But we'll have to see how things go. At the moment, Stroll is slowly gaining on us, but it's all in perspective, really. We're not quite close enough to Latifi because he had DRS off Ricardo, so it's just I don't understand why it is we get this one team or one car that unless something happens you're stuck. It's stuck to your gearbox throughout the whole race, or just sits in front of you like this and teases you. Because the game's like, nope, you're not getting past no matter what you do. But here goes Sebastian. He pulls out. He's got DRS overtake mode, and there he goes past the T-feet. We'll leave him on overtake to try and get him away a little bit. How close is he? Oh, he's out of DRS range of Ricardo, so there's not much we can do about that. But
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a
the TV's got to come in anyway, so I'm not too fussed about that. As Sebastian's goes down the back straight, and we'll get him back onto neutral. Okay, we've just got 8 laps to go now. Stroll has increased his gap over Albon to 15 seconds, so we definitely had the pace over them. Norris did eventually get past us because he was on fresh soft tyres. No surprise there. But in the meantime, up front, Sainz has, after the safety car period, pulled out 4.5 seconds to his teammate Leclerc, who's been embroiled in a 3-way fight with Perez and Hamilton. Hamilton's had a stonker of a race today. So he's up right behind these guys, so podium is still on the cards for him. But then 10 seconds back, there's another 3-way fight. Verstappen has been absolutely nowhere this whole weekend. He's been stuck here in 5th fighting Russell and Bottas, who's just joined them as well. So this is a very interesting scenario that we find ourselves in with these guys. Hamilton, he's got a chance of a podium. It just depends on what happens with these guys in front. I'm pretty certain there's going to be no more drama for the end of the race. So this is a 3-way fight for 2nd, a 3-way fight for 5th, and you got a 3-way fight for 8th as the 2 Alpines have been joined by Gasly. Gasly's going to have thought about making it 3 wide into the first corner, but Ocon's now down the inside of Alonso. He's going to get just ahead. No, Alonso's going to fight this one. He's still down the inside. Alonso's the one with DRS as well. Gasly, for some reason behind, hasn't got DRS. But Ocon just manages to keep that. And then further back here, you got Schumacher. This is a weird scenario we find ourselves. Schumacher's 11th, legitimately on the road, but they're just behind him. You've got the lap cars of his teammate and Tsunoda fighting for 18th. And all these cars are even on pace, so even if Schumacher is ahead of them, he can't actually pull away from them, which is actually quite funny to watch. And then back here, you've got the 2 McLarens. Ricciardo has been sticking with Norris, which has been allowing him to pull away from us. So both of our boys are in limbo at the moment, as another driver's locked up apparently. And there's another safety car. Oh, there is another safety car. Oh, this has opened up the doors now. Do I chance it though? With the pit stop? No, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. It's too late in the race, so get these guys on conserve and their fuel. They're okay on ERS, so they don't have to worry about that. But definitely doing this. Actually, no, balanced on the fuel. Balanced on the fuel, yeah. Yeah, that's the better one. But yeah, that's Oh no, no! I just saw it pop up on the left. Tsunoda and Magnussen have taken each other out for a 2nd time. And it's Magnussen returning the favour, and that is so lucky. That is so lucky that Magnussen didn't pull shot Tsunoda into his teammate. So the 2 guys at the back of the field who were squabbling are the ones who are taking each other out. But I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up to the safety car. I'm putting them on conserve because I want to save their tyres, but fuel and ERS I'm okay to leave as it is. So we'll speed up to where the safety car picks everyone up and see how we get on. Okay, sit rep. We are not too far behind the safety car now. There it is. We just caught the queue. So now we are back up behind Ricciardo, and Stroll is going to join us as well.
And obviously no overtaking until the control line.
Oh, the safety car's already ending. Oh, come on, Stroll. We need you to catch up, mate. We need you to catch up. Right, we're going to get Sebastian onto standard.
Happy to push.
Yeah.
And we'll get him on push as well. Where's Stroll? Oh, this is going to be close. Stroll is just... He's just caught the queue.
We're good to push.
He's just caught the queue. That is lucky. That is very lucky. But now, here we go. It is a sprint race. We are all together. We are on the back of the McLarens.
And when we restart, overtaking will be from the control line.
Okay.
Sebastian's already down the inside of Ricciardo. Go on, Sebastian. Go for it. Go for it, Sebastian. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Ah, he didn't quite do it.
4 more laps, 4 more laps.
Right, 4 laps to go. We're all on the lead lap and the Williams are nowhere, and we're right up with the McLarens. So this is going to be a 4-lap dash to the end. And I would like Vettel to have a think about this one. He's... Come on, Vettel. Come on, Sebastian. He's so close. Not quite. So frustrating, that. But we've got plenty of fuel to burn. We're right up behind them. And there's no DRS for... until probably the last lap, actually. Or the penultimate lap, I think. So... I know your tyres are getting a little bit warm, Stroll, but we're in contention here to actually probably get up into some higher places if others make mistakes. So here we are. We're all bunched up. Let's go on and overtake with Sebastian again and see if we can actually make something work. As highly unlikely as it is. Nope. Right, we're all bunched up. Oh! 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 I just saw that briefly, Sebastian got right up close and personal with Ricciardo's gearbox there. I almost thought Sebastian was going to take his front wing off then. I was... Oh. Sebastian, no heart attacks, please. No heart attacks. We're in a good position here. To at least get 1, if not 2 more positions. So let's get on overtake. You're drifting away a little bit, so... Don't want you to fall too far away from these guys, especially if they're about to start fighting each other as well. And the next lap's going to be DRS as well, so full deploy.
So use energy if you need it.
Copy.
Go full deploy to try and keep up with Ricciardo. And we're going to get 2 laps of DRS, so I'm going to stick with this until the end, guys. So I apologise if I don't speak. I don't apologise if we don't speak very often, but I'm focusing really hard here. I want to make sure at least we get at least one of our guys gets Ricciardo at the least, or Schumacher ahead, because Schumacher's holding up Norris a treat as well. Go on to the tyres. Yeah, Schumacher's on hards, and he's holding up Norris, which is going to back all these guys up into us. And Albon, he's tried to make those hard tyres last, and it hasn't worked. He's been caught by Latifi. So that's going to make a nice change for him to be the last Williams on circuit. But for now, I'm going to focus on Sebastian. He's sticking with Ricciardo. They've got the fuel to burn, and we've got 2 laps to go at the end of this one.
DRS is enabled.
There it is, DRS is enabled. Go deploy.
Use it.
overtake mode, actually.
Okay.
Back off here. And then overtake mode all the way through here.
2 more laps.
As we go through turn 4. I don't know what Ricardo... Has Ricardo got DRS? No, he hasn't. So we're going to close up to Ricardo. Is Sebastian going to go for a dive? He's going to do it. No, Ricardo covered him off at the last second there. Ricardo saw that move coming. But we are here for the penultimate lap of the race. We're right behind Ricardo, who is just behind his teammate, who's still struggling to get past Schumacher. Schumacher's doing a really good job of keeping Norris at bay, but I'm more focused on Sebastian. He pulls out to the inside. Is he going to go for the move? He is. Come on, Sebastian, down the inside. Keep it on overtake. Keep it on overtake. Keep it on overtake. Come on, Sebastian. Yes! Sebastian is now up into P13. Absolutely brilliant. And we're going on to the last lap as well. He's going to be right behind Norris.
With a great play there. They've moved up
We'll watch the replay of that.
Here's the replay. So this
He
was
goes
the
down the
Aston
inside at the end of the DRS zone. It's a better life in his tyres. Ricardo's tyres have been on a lot longer than what we have.
Oh, they make it look so easy.
So this is definitely going to be a very good race for us. We're going to follow our Sebastian. Sebastian's ERS is down to absolutely nothing. Sebastian's got borderline no ERS left. We're still within the DRS range. But for now, Norris has gotten past Schumacher. So, go on, Sebastian. We got one. Go on, Sebastian. I've got my faith in you, mate. Faith in you. We got one more car. We got one more car between us and a 12th place finish. As Schumacher is now looking over the back of Norris. Go back to neutral. We're now right behind them now. And so is Stroll as well. Stroll's actually done really well to stick with us. So, actually for Stroll, what I'm going to do, full deploy until the end of the race for Stroll.
If you need it.
Okay.
For Vettel, in the meantime, I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to manage his ERS because he's used a lot of it. He's going to be right on the back of Schumacher coming through here. We're going to put him on overtake now. Out of the corner with DRS open. We've got Stroll right up behind Ricardo as well in the background. Sebastian's not quite going to get there. He's not quite going to get there. He's only got 4% ERS left as well. And that's not going to go up until the end of this race. So, unfortunately, P13 is what it's going to be for us. In the meantime, Sainz is going to lead this train around the final corner to win the Singapore Grand Prix, his 5th win of the season. Ahead of Sergio Perez, Leclerc rounds out the podium. Hamilton, Russell gets ahead of Verstappen. That is a disaster race for Verstappen. Bottas, Alonso, Ocon and Gasly round out the top 10. And then Norris, Schumacher, Vettel, Ricardo, Stroll. We were so close to points again thanks to the safety car, but we did get ahead of Ricardo. We managed to beat Ricardo on track with Vettel. I'm very, very happy with that. That is our best. That's actually our best team race, actually, so far this year. So there you go. Sainz wins ahead of Perez. Leclerc with the fastest lap. That limits the damage to him in the championship. Hamilton and Russell, brilliant race from them to get ahead of Verstappen, who was absolutely nowhere this race. He had no pace compared to the top 5. Then Bottas, Alonso, Ocon and Gasly round out the top 10. And then here we are, P14 and P15. I know we had 3 cars retiring, but still, we took advantage of the safety cars to actually get up into that position, and we beat one of the McLarens on track thanks to it. And we very nearly beat one of the Hasses as well. So I reckon if we were closer at the end of that first safety car period, we could have actually had a decent shot at points there. We actually had a very good race around Singapore. So in the meantime, the driver standings, Sainz gets back ahead of Leclerc in the championship by 9 points. It's his 5th win of the season. I apologise. 5th win of the season. Leclerc, he drops behind his teammate. Sergio Perez gets back ahead of Verstappen. He's now 9 points ahead of his teammate as well. Verstappen's a disaster race has seen him drop back again. Hamilton solidifying his 5th place in the championship. Russell now a cool 10 points ahead of Bottas, who's now 9 ahead of Alonso. So that fight's still going on there. And then Gasly and Ocon round out the top 10. But our highest place finish, not going to complain with that. Constructors all remains the same as well. Neither Haas nor McLaren scored. But very happy with that race. Very, very happy. Both these guys did really well to get in those positions. Reserve driver gain boosted experience when they take part in P1. Yep, we did that. So hopefully Jack's got a couple of development points that we can use at some point. But I will take that. That is a very, very good race from the boys. And now the research is complete on the chassis as well. So now I'm going to use this time, now that I've got the guys back from the chassis, I'm going to use them to put towards upgrading a part for this season to hopefully do better in the next upcoming races. We've only got 4 days to Suzuka, so we're probably not going to get it until the American races in COTA, Mexico, and Brazil. But they're still low from the board apparently, which is surprising considering the race we just had. But that's all part and parcel of the game, I suppose. But for now, guys, very good race from us. Absolute chaotic, as is Singapore in real life as well. So we're going to round off the episode there. I hope you all enjoyed it. Do feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. It really helps. So, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of those videos. I'm David Clayton of KZR Racing, and we will see you next time for the Japanese Grand Prix. Goodbye.